Greetings, Brother Elder Blacklight, talking about the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth is unpleasant and we can't handle it. What's happening in the world today, this is my take on what's happening. First of all, you got a sifting out process going on. Sifting out, dividing the righteous from the unrighteous, the strong from the weak. This generation, for the majority, is weak. They got one foot in the devil's, on the devil's turf, and one foot on Allah's turf. There are those who want to be righteous, but they're still being fed by the devil. And you don't want to be unwise and bite the hand that feeds you. You don't bite the hand that feeds you unless you are being fed by a wicked person or a wicked hand. So you reject that. You want to accept the food from the Almighty, the All-Wise, the All-Righteous. You'd be a fool to bite that hand. But that's what we're doing when we ignore who is the all-powerful and who is the all-wise and who is the all-righteous. What am I talking about? In the midst of his enemy, Elijah built a temple not made of brick and mortar, but of righteousness. This temple, a temple like that has no boundaries. And instead of him assimilating the devil started assimilating him using his righteousness to build himself up with. How to eat to live. He's using that now. 1 meal a day. They're doing that now. Fasting. They're doing that now. You know? You're going to do everything that Elijah was teaching his people to do, but they're not going to be righteous. A few are going to try being righteous, but the question is, can they hold it? But right now, the Muslims are divided. The followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad are divided. Just like the Sufi and the Sunnis, they're putting themselves into sex. And what the Quran say, you don't do that. I said, we ain't putting ourselves into sex. Yes, y'all are. You got the Final Call, and you got the New Nation of Islam. You got Muhammad Speaks. No one is building since it's been about 40 years maybe or more since Elijah passed away. He said, there's no one coming after him but God. What did he mean by that? We're going to explore that on my next video. And to you other brothers who and sisters who are not Muslims or not in the Nation of Islam, and you recognize that we're being mistreated and abused and misused in this world of the Caucasian, y'all need to listen, because you got many young brothers coming up now talking against Elijah. But what are they doing? Do you know what Elijah did for his people? You didn't have to work for the right man when Elijah was on the scene. You could go and get a job at a bakery, selling fish, selling papers, selling on a farm. He had farms. He had airplanes. He was providing jobs. He had a bank. He was building apartment buildings and houses. The last thing he wanted to build, I ain't saying the last thing, but he wanted a black hospital. Now we're going to explore that on the next video. Explore this right here. When Farrakhan was sick, he didn't have no hospital to go to. So stay tuned for the next video. In a minute. See you in a minute.